Hello. Now, I don't want this to sound like one of those recordings that they get at the Oscars when people aren't there to pick up their awards and say, I'm really sorry I can't be with you. Because I really am sorry that I can't be with you today because, as you can see, I'm actually at the ITV studios in London where I'm recording a new programme, and it's just not possible for me to be in two places at once, which I wish it were, because I really did want to be able to join you all today to talk about something which is not just very close to my heart, but is also actually very, very important. I co-chair one of the committees that was set up by the Prime Minister just almost 2 years ago now to help improve the lives of people in this country who have dementia. I co-chair the Dementia Friendly Communities Committee with the Executive Director of the Alzheimer's Society. And that was a wonderful opportunity for us to bring together all sorts of individuals from large companies, from organisations, from charities, from individuals who all have a direct involvement with members of the general public, who of course include people who have dementia and their carers. And what we're trying to do throughout the country, through cities and towns and rural communities and companies and tiny shops in villages all over the country, is create dementia-friendly communities where people really do understand what it means to have dementia, what it means to be a carer for people with dementia, and to be able to help and support them so that they can live well with dementia within the community. But it occurred to me when we were setting up this committee that actually our future lies with young people. And so it is my dream that we can create a dementia-friendly generation. And as a result of that, we started to do work with young people in school. 21 schools who are our pioneer schools in 17 regions throughout the country, primary and senior. And we went into those schools with a whole syllabus that enabled them to understand what dementia is, understand how it affects people, how it affects their lives, how it affects the families, the carers. And that has been so successful that as a result of those original 21 pioneer schools, we are now able, after an evaluation that was done by the University of Worcester, to roll out that programme into every single school in the country. We already have something in excess of 140 schools who are going to do this, and I hope by the start of the autumn term in 2014-2015 that we'll have the best part of 500 schools throughout the country doing this. Why is it important? Because if we can get the message across to young people, what it means is kids get it. They don't have any problems at all with the stigma that is associated with dementia. So they understand. They accept that perhaps someone within the family has dementia when once they understand what it is and how to deal with it. So we're creating our dementia-friendly generation of young people who will understand what dementia is, recognise it. They'll recognise it perhaps in their grandparents, in their own parents. They'll recognise it as they get older, if they're in work. People that they meet across a counter, in a bank, on the end of a telephone, in a bus, as a policeman, as a nurse, whatever their job may be, they'll recognise dementia, know how to deal with it, know how to help the carers, so that they really will enable people with dementia to live well within the community. It's interesting that in Somerset, where we've been running this scheme, we find there that I'm told that the level of diagnosis in Somerset has shot up because the youngsters are going home and saying, Mum, do you think there might be something that we ought to look at, with Gran or with Grandad? So they really get it, and it really makes a difference. And who knows that, as they grow up, they may recognise it in their colleagues and in the workplace. They may even come to recognise it in themselves. We can get early diagnosis, and that will make such a difference. So, yes, let's have our dementia-friendly generation. We have so many schools at the moment who are working not just with the local authorities, but they're working with care homes. They're going into care homes and learning about what happens in a care home. They're getting the care homes to get involved with them, offering people who have dementia, people who are carers, people who are experts in the field, people who are professionals working in the care homes, going into schools and getting that message across. This is something that I know Abbeyfield are doing already, and on June the 20th, when we have National Care Home Day, it's a day when all care homes can identify their nearest local school and say, come into the care home, see what we do, or can we come to your school? Can we show you what it means to have dementia? There are also lots of housing associations that can do the same, because again, our young people are going out into the community. They want to be dementia friends. They want to support people with dementia within the community. So please, my challenge to you is this. June the 20th, National Care Home Day, see what you can do with your care homes, working with your local schools to get the message across. Also, if you're working with any kind of housing association, see if you can get some of your local schools involved in the work that you're doing with the people who live there, with the memory clinics, with the day centres. Because if we can build our dementia-friendly generation, what it means is that in the future, in 5-10 years from now, as that generation grows up, people with dementia living within the community can do so with dignity. They can do so with the support of everyone else in the community. And really, that will make such a difference to those people and to their carers. So please, help us create our dementia-friendly generation, and it'll be to the benefit of all of us. Thank you for allowing me to join you today via the video link, and I hope you have a really, really good conference.